Hello everyone, it's VGTV Sweets, and today I'm just gonna be relaxing, drawing, but I figured why not stream it? So today, literally all I'm gonna be really doing is kind of going through my drawing process, and we're just gonna try to make up something to draw, which is most likely gonna be a horse, but I like to try to customize them to something that I would, think would look cool or pretty. So I guess we'll start with our sketch. And these are not. Nope. Is this the pack I'm using? I don't think that is. Am I using this one? Sorry guys, I lost my place of what I was using. Was it digital? Nope. Oh, no? Paint? Mm, oh. I'm sorry guys. Here we go. This is the one I was using because I remember this one being in there. So simply what I just start off doing, hang on, I'm gonna turn my brightness up on my iPad. There we go. Basically what I start doing first is I usually draw the face first, or this rectangular shape of the head, which it's not too hard to make the head, but I mean when you're first starting out drawing horses, it can be kind of hard to figure out the anatomy, and yeah, I found it quite hard. But yeah, that and like figuring out how everything should look, where it all should go. And I mean, it might look weird at first, but I mean, this is digital, so we get to easily erase if we need to. But something that helped me a lot was looking up. Well, my aunt actually looked up a lot of sketching techniques that other people used, and that really helped me out a lot, and I kind of composed my own sketching technique of how I draw horses. So yeah, um, that's I kind of just changed it over time as I went to be what was easier for me. So yeah. Alright, so this is hindquarters, my middle, and then all of this I would just consider the front. So I'm gonna draw circles for where I'm thinking the joints should be. And I just kind of draw lines to the point of where the, towards the edge of the line, so I can kind of have an idea. I don't really do this too often, but I figure this might be easier for some people to understand, I guess, because it is kind of hard to explain, so it's easier to kind of show the thought process. The legs are a bit long. I realize I always draw my legs a lot longer than what they need to be, and really, they should just be about that long. And I kind of really liked drawing horses with like bigger ears. And of course, I have my own kind of style when it comes to drawing horses. Everybody, when they start drawing, they start figuring out their style. But, yeah. Let's see. And it's really hard trying to make the legs all match, like, in length. But, I mean, you kind of start to get used to it, like how everything should look. Okay, I'm kind of liking how this sketch looks, but I think I might do one more. What is going on? Okay, there we go. So here's one sketch. I might actually make it a bit smaller so I have more room over here to draw something else. So there's a drawing I did a while ago where I tried to do realistic and I had a reference picture of a Lipizzaner. I think it's called the Levade, I think it's Levade. It's really hard to draw, so I might just kind of go off of chat real quick and open another tab. So I'm not gonna see your chat for a second. I need to look up the Levade. Yeah, it's the Levade. And I found a good reference picture. A lot of times I don't really use reference pictures because I like to kind of go like off an image. I kind of am able to figure out or an idea that I'm able to put together in my head and then try to put it out. And if I can't figure out, how it's supposed to look, I go and I look up reference pictures, and I usually will look up different horse pictures and like inspirational drawings, and I just like seeing what other artists do, and then I kind of compose an idea of what I want to draw from there. But I think I want to try doing this Levade. So from the looks of it, the head is very straight. And this is a Lipizzaner. And I actually have recently made my own OC, which if you don't know what an OC is, it's an original character. I draw horses mainly, so a lot of my OCs aren't like people or, hang on. Sorry, I'm getting like zoned out a little bit, trying to figure. Yeah, I'm not used to talking while drawing, but let's see. Yeah, that does not look the best. See, this is why we use separate layers. I can just easily delete and make a new layer for whatever else yeah, okay. I'm like making it says background. I don't know why it says background, but I was making sure that's not actually attached to the background. But anyways, let's see let's look at a different angle of this. Here's like a direct side view of it. So a lot of them seem very forward. So I'm gonna just draw a simple diagonal line to try to be like as far up as they need to go. So it's kind of literally just like a straight diagonal line from their nose to the hindquarters. How am I gonna break this up? I think I'm gonna use this as my reference, and their stomachs seem to be kind of flat or flatter than what they would be if they were just standing still. And their legs, see, so that would be, their legs seem to be pretty far forward. So yeah, that seems interesting. I haven't drawn a Levade in a long time. I only ever drew it once. So this is kind of out of my comfort zone. It's really hard for me to draw stuff that to me aren't stiff. But then again, an artist is their what is it, like their worst critic, or like their I don't know.
Yeah,
it's
you are your own worst critic.
yeah. And their head seems okay. So it's thicker at the bottom, thinner at the top. This might look a little weird right now, but hey. Oh geez, that looks really weird. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna just draw a normal, there we go, normal head. We're gonna select only the head, and then we're gonna resize it down to how big we need it, and place it where we need it. Their head is very straight. I think it needs to be a little flatter. There we go. That looks decent. We're definitely gonna need to like, I think this needs to be down, like tweak it a bit. Let's see, so why did I decide to do this pose? Oh, there we go. So their neck. It's weird because the upper part of the horse's neck, when they're in this position, in any position of really of their neck, the top look like where their mane is looks longer than the bottom of their neck does. So it's very difficult. And you know what I did? I usually draw the head first, and every time I draw the body first, yes, the body looks nice and all, but the the head doesn't look like it attached to the body very well. So we're gonna redraw this and start the head first and see how I can do from there. Hey, that neck actually kinda looks better. Let's see, so the neck, there we go. And a lot of times I'll do like like lines that are not attached to the rest so that I can kind of go back and like smooth it out. You could erase, but this is just how I've always done this. I'm gonna check the chat one more time. Okay. So, all right. So let's move on to the chest. Let's see. So it looks, it's like where one of their muscles are. There's that. Let's see. So their elbow is like right around there. Okay. I love how like dramatic they can look while doing certain poses, I guess, like the levade. The levade is actually like a dressage move that you'll see mainly Lipizans doing, because there's like a special school for Lipizans to learn tricks like that. We're gonna drop both legs, and actually the leg behind that one looks further down, so it's a little more like that. And this horse, I believe, looks like a brown Lipizan. So they're not brown gray or anything. And it seems that they have a lot more like weight, so they look a little fatter. Not trying to be rude, but they kind of do. They look a little thicker on like the girth, which is like this area. Their back to their stomach, I believe, is the girth. Don't quote me on that. I'm not very good with the names of the anatomy. I'm semi decent at drawing the anatomy. Tail. Let's see, so something that also helps me is drawing where I see the muscle line on the horse. Like, because you can kind of tell when they're doing certain, like, moves or positions that you can see there's a distinct line of muscle somewhere, and I kind of draw that out so I can help myself position where legs and arms need to go. Let's see, so how? Oh boy, that leg. You know, I'm not gonna give up. I'm determined to not give up here. If you're wondering how I'm getting like really light and then really dark lines, I have a Wacom Intuos iPad touch kind of thing. Basically, it's about the size of a smaller iPad, and you get it. This one's Bluetooth, but there's also ones that you plug into the computer. But anyway, it acts like a mouse in a way. Don't know if that makes sense, but it has a pen to go with it, and you can draw on the little pad, and it will show up on the computer. And you can see I'm moving the pen, and my mouse is going wherever it goes. So I don't know if that made any sense at all, but if you look up Wacom Intuos, you'll find what I'm talking about. But you don't need one of these to do art. I honestly find it easier that when I'm starting out, or was starting out with drawing, that doing it traditionally on pen and paper was a lot easier. And even if you do it digitally, you don't need anything fancy like a Wacom. You can just use a mouse. For the longest time that I was doing digital, I used a mouse. So yeah, you don't need a Wacom. It just makes your life a little easier, you know, but it's not what makes you a good artist. I don't know what I was doing with the tail there. I think I kind of want the tail to swerve a bit, and I don't know if I'm actually going to do this one. I honestly prefer this one. It's a little more relaxed. It was easy for me to come up on the spot with. So I'm gonna just go with this one. This one seems easier, better to do. That looks about right. And then when I have my final sketch, I will put it up to the size of however big I want it to be, and I place it on my page, or you know, your digital screen canvas area, and then I grab the crop tool and I just crop to the size I want it to be. So I kind of want his or her feet. I haven't decided if it's a stallion or mare yet, but probably a mare, I think. I think this would be a really pretty mare. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I just kind of crop it to size, and I realized the feet are a little crooked. Like, the line's not straight. And actually, that little bit of tilting made it look a lot better. Not gonna lie. And something I forgot to do was mirror horizontal, and it actually looks decent. Not gonna lie. Even mirrored. Usually when you mirror something, you'll see lots of different things wrong with it. Like, that's how a lot of artists like check their art to see if it makes sense, is if they mirror it, or when they mirror it. Jeez. I feel as though the head might be a bit big for the body, but a lot of this is going to be kind of shaved off when I'm refining the way it looks. So I think we're going to start refining this now. Make my pen a bit smaller. And we might go for a more realistic, but at the same time, I feel like line arting or doing line art on this might be better. Kind of less work, because I mean, I'm working on a realistic mare over here, and I'm kind of considering adding a harness so it makes more sense, but at the same time, I kind of like the pose as is. Here's a little sketch overlay, but this is gonna take quite a while, this one. I started it last night, and I'm nowhere near content with it yet. Like, this does not look realistic. This, I'm happy with this area. You know, the legs and then the body right here, and it looks nice. And then I look at the rest, and I'm like, oh, I don't know how to feel about that. But I'm giving it a chance. I'm just gonna keep going with what I did to the body, or the back legs, and do that also to the front, and see if I like the way it looks. And I kinda want to give this horse a Roman nose, which if you don't know what a Roman nose is, you're about to see what it looks like. So yeah, you'll usually see a horse's nose you'll see like kind of like the muscle bump right there, and then, or I believe that's muscle anyway. Some horses have like a small bulge at the front or up like their forehead area. And you'll usually just see it, go like that, but I want a Roman nose, so I'm giving our horse a Roman nose. I don't know if I want to make this the OC. I kind of went far from her. She's a Cladruby mix. I forgot what I made her mixed with, but basically I decided, you know what, I've never drawn mosaics before, so I did her on hard copy. Otherwise I would show you her, but that's okay. She doesn't have the tufts on her ears, and I really want to do like the tufts on the ears, so I'm keeping it. This is gonna be a new OC. Is that gonna be too big of an eye? Oh wow, first try, that looks nice. I'm okay with that. That looks nice. Let's hope I can get the eye the structure around the eye the way I want it. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't like that. I don't like that. That does not look nice. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna go with the basic, not too much to do with it, look. Okay, noses are easy for me to do. I'm just like, do a little swirl, have it go inward. They have, when you look at like reference pictures of like up close, they have like this part. It's out a little more. I don't really know what it's called, but it's in the nose. It's there. I'm like, okay, I go for more realism. So I'm like, the more realistic, the better. So yeah, like I said, I don't know what it is, but it's part of the nose, so I include it. It's part of the realism. Might save doing that part of the arm for later. Alright, down to the legs. this is a little too far out. Don't mind me, I'm just kinda quiet at the moment. Little focused. Does that look decent? I don't know. Let's just finish it. And I have a very scratchy kind of like sketching style. I'm sorry if that bugs you, but it's just the way I've always sketched. Kind of hard to change that now. But yeah. No, I'm not too mad at that. That looks nice. Bub, you knocked the blanket off. Alright, yeah. Okay, I think that looks about right. Okay. We're gonna, this is kind of, like, when I'm doing legs that are in a motion, I usually just, like, draw up until the knee first, and then I work on everything else, just because it's easier to break it up into smaller pieces. And they have, like, a lot of, like, veins that you can usually see. I think they're veins. Again, don't quote me on a lot of the anatomy stuff I talk about. I just say what I think they are. So don't quote me on that. But I break it all up into parts. And the easiest way for me to explain them is to relate them to kind of human anatomy, which I have no idea what human anatomy is like. So I mean, yeah, people are really hard for me to draw. So don't expect any drawings like that anytime soon. Uh, does this hoof look like the other hoof, but like it's moving? The question I ask myself every time I draw a horse. The answer to that is no, it does not. Up until the knee, it does, but kind of, I think. I think it does. At the same time, no idea. Let's see, so. No! Is it? Okay, it's not green now. Okay, good. See, so there's that. There's like a little bump right before. And I think I'm making the front dip too much. Okay. I think that looks good. Let's see. Her hoof is a little more square at the back. Does that look anything closer to what the hoof should look like? Oh no, you know what? I know why it doesn't look like the other hoof. This part, little too long. It's a little too long. That looks better, but it looks very stiff now. The struggles of an artist. Let's see if we can adjust this part of the foot and see if we can get it to look any better. Actually, that looks better. That looks more like the sketch of what I wanted it to be. Ooh, okay, I like that. I like to get as close as what I'm envisioning in my head of what I want it to look like. So, yeah. Okay, right here at the knee part, I forgot to add that detail. Leg detail there. That looks nice. The way their body looks, like you see a lot of them have like a round part right here, and then it like has a sharp angle over here. Like horse anatomy is hard, but when you get the hang of it, it starts to be a little easier. Okay. I'm not gonna start working on the legs yet, the back legs. I think I kind of want to work more on the back of the head. And actually, we need to connect that back here. So like I noticed recently, pretty recently, that the top part of the neck is a lot skinnier than the base of the neck. And I remember that I would always be confused by that. And then I watched another artist, draw horses for the first time, and they're a lot better at breaking up shapes than I am. And they made the upper necks a lot smaller, and it looked a lot better than what I had usually been drawing them, because I would end up trying to make this part of the neck the same size as this part of the neck, and it didn't turn out very well. So yeah, change that, and look at it. It looks kind of nicer. Still being my worst critic, but hey. Kind of, I'm just gonna draw the rough shape of the little ear tufts. You know, like how you'll see on like lynxes and stuff. I think those are pretty fun to add onto horses. But I think those are a little too long. Okay. There we go. Oh wow, that actually looks a lot better. Alright, on to the back legs. I really want this leg to be the leg that's really far back, but then it would look really weird. So we're just, it's fine, it's fine. Oh boy, I made this a little difficult for myself without realizing. Okay, you know what? I need to do breaking it down like how I used to do. See, so I found out a really easy way for me to break down horses like movements, and I just kind of block out in a large area like the general way that it should look. And I should actually do this on a separate layer so it's not too crazy on this layer, because I try to keep my drawing a little neat, even though it is kind of scratchy, the sketches. But I mean, it's not, it doesn't look too bad in the end, okay? That's a little too thin right there. And I think that needs to be, oh yeah, that looks really nice. That looks good. Hey, look at that. Okay. This could be a little thicker right here. Are you dying in Minecraft?
I already died.
Oh,
I'm
fun.
being a firebug. It's easier than cutting down all these stupid trees and heading forest.
Yeah. I did no. I want black. Okay. There we go. Oh, do that. Okay.
Yeah, one of my tires is doing that too. I'm at 26, but he did fix a flat like a week or two ago.
Alright. I think that is actually decent.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, these legs aren't looking too bad.
Yeah, with the,
That hoof looks bigger than that hoof. That doesn't. That leg looks bigger than this leg. Why? That's not supposed to be.
I told
Yeah.
you, remember I
It's
told
not
you
supposed to
I
be the way
kept
it
having that
looks. It's
problem.
this.
Can you feel it? Is your nerve? Can you
Oh
feel
wait,
it? Is your
hang on.
nerve exposed?
Yeah. No, never mind. It looks a little more normal now.
Don't touch it.
However, this could be a little further up because it is the back, other side of the
I told
leg.
you that for some reason RT.
There we go.
Yeah. No, mine wasn't temporary either.
Yay! Okay.
No, they're white now. Yeah, they changed it. They don't do those silver ones anymore. Nope.
Okay. Actually looks decent. Let's get rid of the let's get rid of the bottom sketch. Ooh,
Yeah.
that looks nice.
I hate that. That's what happened to me, and it kept happening. They'd have to grind down a little bit more the tooth, and then put a new filling in. But
I think
yeah, you're kidding.
this
Are
foot
they going to see you tomorrow?
could be a bit up a bit
Oh,
more.
heck no, I can't deal with tooth pain. You're nuts.
Maybe even a little smaller.
Still, I get afraid to eat anything, drink anything. Yet, just wait.
Needs to be that. Okay. Okay. I don't mind this.
Well, you might as well look the part. You know what they say.
This looks decent. Sorry, Mom's on the phone in the background.
Yeah.
Bring that up a bit. And we're gonna do the same for this back leg,
Yeah.
as well as the front leg.
We'll just have that working. She's strong.
Okay.
That sounds good.
This leg already kind of has
There you
that.
go.
There. Look at us. We have a decent, well, semi-sketch. There are a few more details I need to go through on here, like around the neck. The neck looks a little bland for my style, so I tend to add a few of the muscles that you'll see, and a lot of artists that draw horses also do this. They kind of draw out where those muscles are, like the ones that you will very easily, very clearly see. And especially when a horse is moving, there's like a main muscle like right here that clearly like bulges. So you'll see a distinct line like this, but I don't connect it just so that it looks like it's a part of the leg and not the back leg or an in between. So yeah, that helps to leave it open. I'm gonna get rid of that. And this, let's see, so it would go.
Settle down.
Right. And then there's like a rectangular, and then it kind of does that. Although it does, that looks weird. That would be like a standing still kind of version to that. So yeah, that. That that
What were you
that's
saying?
a little better. That that looks decent. Okay, and I have like a bone, like you know how you'll have like on your ankles center skin where you can actually tell there's ankle right there. That's how their back legs are. Same for their knees. Their knees you can very clearly see on them a bulge where the bone is. Okay, time to draw the tail. Let's see, where's the general? Yeah, a little more. Okay. Okay. There. That looks nice. I don't mind that tail. It adds more like movement. Like you can tell that they're actually moving. That looks good. I don't want to make this go up too much. There you go. Let's try doing the mane. There you go. Mane. The mane is done. There. Alright. So, that's done. Only took us, let's see, how long? It only took us 43 minutes to do the second final sketch. Huh. Well, the more detailed sketch. And our horse actually looks decent. I like her a lot. So I need to figure out a name for her while we're drawing out the rest. So now I'm going to do the line art layer. Really fun. It's a lot of placing lines and then deleting lines. Placing, deleting, or erasing. Just repetitive. Let's see, do I have... I don't like how quick. How do I... here's how I edit. So, trying to find... Yeah, we want it circle. Default. Maybe sharpness. Oh, you're not gonna... Okay, fine. Fine, fine. Wow. I can get like really fine details with this. Mm. I kind of want to do this one, but at the same time, I don't know. Yeah, alright. This one at number 20 seems nice. Doesn't seem like it's gonna make the lines too big. Okay. See what I mean? I just deleted and redrew that line like 3 times. Kind of trying to go around the ear line. There we go. Alright. I think I might even add a line right there. There we go. Now the eye. I feel like the eyes are kind of important because they show a lot of emotion in the horse, even though, you know, they're animals. You would think they don't have like strong emotion like that you can actually see. But for some reason, I feel like you can see more emotion with the eyes, like the way they look in like an art drawing. But I kind of like this brush. I don't really use this one for digital, but there we go. Okay. No, that's not a Roman nose. That's going to be like a straight nose. Don't need it out that far. Oh, yeah. It's too far. Oh. Ha! There we go. There we go. There. Sorry, I was very silent there. Why does this look so far? Oh, it looks a little creepy without the sketch behind it, because you can't really understand, you know, what's going on here, but it looks decent. That line's fine. Alright, trying not to make these lines too, like, too big, but it's really hard with this brush. It only helps me watch how hard I'm pressing. Okay. Why? No! Oh, yeah. David, that line. There we go. That looks better. Alright. And there's also some lines that I do in the line art that I add just because they seem like they'd be a nice addition. Oh boy, I hear a dog dying in Minecraft.
He killed the fox. He killed a baby fox, so I set him on fire. Teach him.
As his whole pack comes after you.
I don't care.
She's got fire.
I think that's arson, sir. Even in Minecraft. Poor puppy dog.
What about the poor fox?
Yes, poor fox, but also the puppy dog died a fiery death.
Yes, he did.
It wasn't a poor dog. He was rich.
Alright. The ear looks good. I mean, I usually draw bigger ears on my horses, so yeah. It's just kind of my style.
You gotta always set me on fire. Why you gotta always do that to me?
Alright. Next is the neck. See, like, I'm kind of diverting from the original sketch with the hair, just because I noticed there's not a lot of movement with the hair. Or the mane.
What's the matter, boy?
He wants to sit next to me, but there's no blanket. I don't think that adds much movement over here. I think if there was hair in front of other strands, I might be able to add more movement. Yeah. That looks nice. Okay. I know I'm saying that a lot, but I mean, it does. I might add. Oh, no, didn't want to do that. Image view. Show canvas.
Get him, Bubs.
Instant preview.
Lick him. Lick him to death.
View, where's Shift L? Shift L.
Not my cup. Get down.
Where's
Lay down.
the preview?
It's not on me. I gotta pee.
What are you doing, dog?
Ow, Jack. That's my bladder.
Okay. see. Thought that there was.
Out, Jack! Out, Jack!
Bub.
It's my bladder you are laying on. Out, stop! Don't talk to him, you make him jerk. And then he's on my bladder.
Bub, get down.
No, don't go over there. Don't go over there. No.
Hey.
These dogs.
Oh my God. Jack, all day. All day, boy. All day.
He's like, I'm cold, mommy. I'm cold.
All day, yeah. I know,
Alright.
but put your sweater on, see? Put your sweater on. Get your face on my face.
You can tell Lucy's cold too. She's like,
Alright,
Jack, don't lick me.
no.
Look at this
that
hot
face.
mess.
Yeah, well, look at this one.
I can't turn my head.
Keep
Look
her
at, my
face.
face is going numb, Papa.
This one
Alright.
keeps trying to put her face right in my face. She wants to lick me so bad.
Okay. There we go. Sorry, guys. Dogs are causing havoc. Continue that line up over there. I need to let her out here in a second. Right, there's that leg. Well, till the knee. Bub.
Up the
Alrighty.
butt. Up the butt.
Okay. Alright. One whole leg. This whole leg is done. Only 3 more legs and a whole body left to do.
You need to wrap that up.
Yeah.
You've been on for over an hour.
Yeah, I just checked the time. Like 4 more minutes and it's like 2 more minutes and it's an hour. I think when I'm done with this second front leg, it's going to be time to end the stream. Okay. Trying to not make the inner lines so thick. That way because they're not really going to be picked up by when I kind of select the outside, so I can have like free use of all the layers on the inside of the horse. And also having your lines on the inside a little thinner helps it seem more realistic because you're not seeing dramatic dark lines. I don't know, it just makes it seem a little more realistic.
Who do you want to answer that?
Okay. He's been fine. Alright. I think we're gonna go ahead and end the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed, even though it was, I don't know if it was really boring or not, but, I mean, It's kind of fun to just draw peacefully. 'Cause I mean, you know, Minecraft was a little hectic. But it's today, Monday, Saturday night. Yeah, yeah. All I gotta say is creepers. Creepers. Minecraft creepers. That was not fun. I mean it was, but wasn't. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. I will see